My question is, how needed was that win and that effort, especially on defensive end for your team? And how do you feeling that when the fans cheering your name tonight?
I thought the effort and energy that we put in from the start to finish was the exact effort that we needed. I thought we were able to take from the effort that we had in Game 3, the way we started the game and when we came out. We were able to sustain that. They went on a little run. That's the ebb and flow of basketball, but we were able to take their punch, and be able to punch back and continue to play that same concerted effort, locked in focus for all guys that were on the floor, all 5 of us. Being locked into the game plan. That's the energy and effort we need for the full course of the game in the series.
Dwight James, NBC Sports Northwest.
Norman, you got the ball early tonight. Does that help you a little bit to get it going in the first quarter like you did?
I just try to pick my spots, the first play was called for me. So, I was just looking the attack downhill, put pressure on their defense, read the rotations, and make the right plays, whether it's a kick out or a shot for myself. I'm just trying to be aggressive and attack, make the right plays in the reads that I have.
Maria with TIB Deportes.
Hi, Norman. Congrats for the win. What do you think are the keys to build on this victory and can take on the next games with that same intensity?
You said it, the intensity, the focus, and the effort in making multiple plays, multiple effort plays at that on the defensive end, helping guys who get beat or whatever. I think everybody was moving, everybody was talking, everybody was really focused on the help, being locked into guys' tendencies. That's the effort that we need going into on the road for Game 5. It's going to be a hostile environment, but we've got to be able to be tied in together. Everybody on the court, everybody on the bench, talking to one another, helping one another. But the energy and effort, being focused and locked in is what is the biggest thing we can carry away. And the ball movement and sharing and trusting one another offensively. I think we did a great job in that today, finding the open guys, making their defense have to rotate one or two times and finding the best shot possible.
Jason Quick, The Athletic.
Norm, Dame was just talking about how you're so quiet off the court and kind of to yourself, but then you get on the court and there's almost like a rage. Describe what's going inside your mind during that, why you're raging.
Honestly, it's very calm inside my mind. I'm just very competitive. I really want to win. I love these types of games, these type of moments. It's the moment where nothing else matters. You get caught up in the course of the season of stats sometimes, this, that, and the other, road trips. But when you get into playoffs, the only thing that matters is winning. And for me as a player, that's all that mattered to me growing up, is trying to win and doing whatever it takes to win. So even though it looks like I'm a little crazy, focused, and whatever, it's really calm in my mind. I'm really at peace with what's happening and just focused on the task at hand.
Was tonight any more intense for you?
For me, I just wanted to be aggressive. I told myself early on when I woke up and going through warm-ups before the tip-off that, we're not going to lose this game. Whatever I can do to make that happen, I'm going to do it. Go out there and be aggressive and attack, anytime I get the ball and make the reads. And I was able to do that tonight. And looking to continue to do that to put pressure on the defense when I'm getting downhill, and make the right reads. I said that probably like 6-7 times already, but that's all I'm trying to do when I have the ball, make winning basketball plays. I think that's where I thrive in, just trying to win for the team. And I was able to do that tonight, and so were the other guys.
Eric Anderson, Associated Press.
Norm, Nurk was talking about some comments from Kendrick Perkins that got him a little amped up for this game. Did you notice a difference in him taking this personally tonight?
I don't really know the comments or things that were made, but I definitely saw, a more physical, making Jokic work, kind of like the same way he did in Game 1. Concerted effort on that part. It's a tall task. Jokic is really good. He's a smart player, but Nurk did a great job today. He stayed solid, bumping him, making him work for everything, making him take tough contested shots, out rhythm, and that's what we need. You know, we need that effort going into Denver, making it tough for him. So I thought he played a great physical all-around game, finishing in the paint, rebounding, blocking shots. That's what we need.
Casey Holdall, Trailblazers.com.
Norma, I'm sorry if you'd already been asked this, but how would you assess the first three games of the playoffs before tonight for you as an individual?
I don't know. Me individually, I don't know.
You can talk about the team too, but I'm just curious about, since you had such a great night tonight, I just got the sense from you that maybe you weren't satisfied with your first three games.
I'm never satisfied. Honestly, I'm not even satisfied tonight. There's ways I can get better at. That's one thing about me. Good games, bad games, okay games. I'm always trying to improve. I'm always talking to my trainer, my mental coach on different things that I can do to get better and improve my performance going into the next game. I always think there's areas that I can improve in. But I think just every game, I've gotten more and more aggressive in finding my spots, picking my spots, and to continue to do so, playing off these guys, staying locked into the game plan and finding my reads off Dame and CJ. Dame's been drawing a lot of attention. So trying to make it easier for him to find outlets and ways to take the pressure off of being double teamed the whole time, making the defensive have to stay honest on the weak side. But, I'm always trying to improve and trying to get better. It's just being a concerted effort and being aggressive.
Thanks, Norm.
Coming back to Dwight James.
Norm, you're in a unique spot. You're playing with two guards who've been together a long, long time, and they combined for so many shots in the last game, 51, I think. Is it hard for you to find a niche with those two guys? I thought they kind of might have missed you a few times in the first three games when you were open. How difficult has that been?
It's not difficult at all, I play with Kyle and DeMar and those guys who are like basically the two-headed monsters on the team, and me having to find my way when I'm inserted into the starting lineup early in my career in Toronto. I think I have the game that can fit in to any system, and it's just finding my spots. I get a lot of my stuff in the flow of the game, transition, things like that. And so just picking areas like that, when I get a rebound, pushing it up, trying to get in pick and roll into the flow of the game, attacking transition. I'm not discouraged or anything when, guys miss me when I'm open. I'm sure I miss a couple guys too when I'm looking to be aggressive and try to make things happen. That's just part of the game. But I think my game is very flexible, and I'm able to find my way, especially in a series where you have multiple games where you can sit down and watch film and see how you can get going a little bit off those guys. But I thought we did a great job today in the ball movement and trusting one another. And I'm not sitting here saying anything about Dame or CJ. Those guys need to be aggressive and look to take those shots for us to have a chance to.
Thanks. Coming back to Jason Quick, The Athletic.
Norm, outside of a game 7, game 5s when it's 2-2 are probably the most intense in playoff basketball. What have you learned from your previous game 5s, and is there anything to take from that experience?
I've been in a couple game 5s. It's just the intensity, especially being on the road. You got to take your level of focus and your level of will up another notch. You're not going to have the fans that they feed off of when plays are being made. It's really those guys on the court and the guys in the locker room and the coaching staff. It's us against the world. So being really locked in and in tune to every possession, letting things go that you think should have happened, so on and whatnot. I can't sit here and preach or tell these guys anything. They've been in the thick of things for 8 seasons now. So it's just a level of focus being on the road. I think is what changes a little bit from different game 5s that I've been in. I've been in game 5s at home, been in game 5s on the road. So it's just a level of focus that needs to be taken up a notch being on the road in Denver.
Yeah.
Quick note, CJ McCollum is about to be available in the locker room Zoom call. We'll keep going here, though. Next question is coming from Nick Krupke.
Norm, it might have been the first time I think that you've had a Norman Powell chant ring around the Moda Center, of course, with 8,000. What's significant to that to you, man, to be part of it?
I thought it was really dope. At first I didn't know what they were saying when I was sitting there, and then the guys on the bench were chanting as well. So they got a little smile out of me. I don't smile often when I'm locked into the game. So and it was definitely nice. I couldn't help myself. So it was great, to feel that love from the fans. I was asked earlier the fan energy. How was it for my first game in Game 3? And it definitely was taken up a notch. And then to have that at the end of the game was definitely a good feeling.
Agent McCord, Coin.
Norm, I'm so sorry. I had to hop over here from Dame's call. So if you've been asked this already, forgive me. But he was only 1 of 10, and he talks all the time about how it doesn't matter if he's the one who's getting all the points. What matters is it's a team effort. How critical was it today for you guys to see how dominant you can play, even when he has an off shooting night or he's not as involved as he would like to be?
I think that's one of the reasons why I was brought over here, to be another guy that can go after it and go get it. I've said it multiple times in the games that I've played here since I've gotten here that, any given night, one of us three or two of us three or all three of us, can get it going, and it kind of makes it tough for the defense to know who to guard and who to try to stop and who to live with making shots. I thought Damian did a great job. Honestly, I didn't even know that he was 1 for 10. I thought he did a great job facilitating, finding guys on the weak side from all the attention that he's being given in these playoffs and throughout the course of the season. And those are the plays we need him to make. We know he's going to knock down those shots when the time comes. So, like I said, I didn't even know he had an off night. But he was making plays. He was into it and tentative and making sure the other guys, were locked in and focused. He's a leader. He's been through all the ups and downs of it. So, I'm not surprised that he's not discouraged or cares. I think the biggest thing for him and his team is about winning, and they don't care, who has it going or whose night it is. As long as we're getting a W, that's all that matters.
A quick follow-up from Jason, and then we're going to wrap.
Norm, you know me. I like little details and stuff. And I'm trying to capture what your mindset was like today. So can you kind of walk me through your morning and your day, and if there was anything unique about it or notable before the game?
No, there wasn't anything unique or notable. Honestly, I don't know. I'm a very simple guy. I don't really do anything to get up for these games or anything. It doesn't take much for me. The fact that I get a chance to compete and do what I love on one of the biggest stages is enough for me. Like I said, I love to win. I love to compete. I love the challenges. Being down 2-1, that's the biggest challenge to come out and set the tone. I think, like I said, I told myself, man, we're not losing this game. I told myself individually. Dame did that collectively as a team, bringing us together, being a leader. And then like the first two plays or so, during the game, I just told him I'm on him tonight. So that was pretty much it. So there's not much. It doesn't take much for me to get up for these games. I think I've been like that my whole life, my whole career.